Ringo has found a Komodo. No, 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 no. No, you put that back. You put that back where you put that thing back where it came from. So help me. So help me. So help me. Ah, here it goes. Start the episode. Good day, good people, another fine day in the year of the Resolve Tooling. Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Anomaly Cars. Few know me as the man who is thankful to Sunday. We've got some new ones of these, and they all work, which is real nice. Since the Wednesday disappearance, which is still on the back of all of our minds, on the front of most of our minds too. But on the forefront of our minds today is not the disappearance, but instead the introduction of OC tag team action this season in the Danganronpa Hunger Games. So, are you ready? Same rules, we got lockout rules, we got a whole chunk of teams, but only 12 are going to make them, or going to make that bracket, or potentially 13, potentially less. You hear what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Lockout rules. We're gonna start right at the top and introduce everyone who's here today first and foremost. So we actually need to stop playing this and get into most excellent as we head over to the top. You know them, you love them from last season. It is Lead the Congregation, starting off with the head of the Komodo Alliance, the ultimate herpetologist, created by Banana Girl, Ringo Isashi. And with Ringo heading and leading this congregation is created by Rio, the ultimate funeral director, Kara Sharectus, is back. And these two have buddied up not just in the Hunger Games, I believe they've also buddied up in OCAWE Revolution Action or something of that nature, but I believe that's also coming back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 next Saturday, which is crazy. That's crazy, but we must continue because we go on to see Sin. Okay, that's correct. Hihidatori with David Gunter returning yet again. Created by the Grenade, PlayStation Grenade. The Ultimate Male Gamer is back. We know David has had a run in the Hunger Games, a great run in the Hunger Games. And, look, also technically former AWE OC champion, the inaugural one, as we take a step back and we see this nice associate, and Chill Man David is here to rock and roll. Art by Arrow, aka Ribbon and Shine, who we'll see a little bit later today. But also teaming up in Hihidatori, perhaps the captain of all Hihidatoris, it is Cherry Berry, the ultimate spirit, created by Cherry. One may wonder what could have possessed them to do this. Oh, well, clearly Dotori possessed them to do this, but you know what? It was put in. It's legal. It feels like it shouldn't be, but let's continue. To Musical Fight. New to the competition on both hands, we have a newcomer, Margaret Sandy, created by the Galactical Demon, with a lot of substitutions and capitalizations, but I can read, surprisingly enough. Ultimate Dance Battler is here to throw down, get down, and is also a part of the Fab House, which is an upcoming project. But not only featuring Margaret Sandy, that project will also feature Jason Summer, who notably has the Nah I'd Win. That is admittedly goated. Created by Eric Cool, it is the ultimate break dancer, so there's gonna be a whole lot of dancing in this group. And you know what? We have a lot of we got a B-girl over in the singles action. We got all the dancing going on here, and that's not even the last of our musical talents in this episode. We must go on to see Dance of Flames, a returning Kiku Sarah, created by Eddie B, the Ultimate Rhythm Gamer, is back again. Which is interesting in the sense that, well, Rhythm Gamer, you know that, but then also in that AW entrance, we see the flames, the fire, the fuego with that bat. Kikusera here to get the flames going on, but not the only one here dancing. You need a little bit of music to dance, and you know who would be better than anybody? Well, maybe not better than anybody, better than anybody at the rhythm guitar. The Ultimate Rhythm Guitarist, created by Salty Saint, who is now horribly cringe pre-mid 2022 comments. Yazid Al-Nawatir. And Yazid, oh, as I already said, Ultimate Rhythm Guitarist, these two, they're gonna rock out. Which also leads me to another team, but you know, we'll get there. Right now though, we go a step further and we see Abracadabra, 2 very magical competitors, a magician and a mage team up today. First and foremost, the returning Hiriko Miyazaki, the one and only. We've seen Hiriko have tag team partner after tag team partner, but also go the distance. So will Hiriko be able to do that this time as well with a newcomer in Abigail Proctor? Abiel here, created by Anthony Sub, aka Sai Killer. Also, I don't know if I mentioned, but Hiriko, created by Akira Ikozo. This one, Abigail Proctor, created by Anthony Sub / Sai Killer, is the Ultimate Mage. We got a mage and a magician, rather, going hand in hand. Or maybe pulling a hand into a hat and then pulling out of a hat like a rabbit. Or perhaps even some tag team championships, I'm unsure. But I guess we're about to find out. But we must keep on stepping because the teams keep on going. We got Break a Leg, newcomer to the competition, created by Mooney, the Ultimate Method Actor, Pearl Saint. And Pearl, I don't know. Pearl's a wild one out here, liking this lying and disliking honesty. That's crazy. That's wild. But you know what else is wild? My janitor. Officially my arena janitor, the Ultimate Bad Luck, Super High School level Bad Luck is the creator, and Skyline 8 is the name. You know Skyline 8 by now, and if you don't know him by now, you will never ever know him. Ooh diddly doo. Skyline 8. Here to clean up, and you know, the bad luck with the breaking of the leg, which is also a thing that you use in the acting, and you know, look at that, it's all connecting, you love to see it. But also returning this season, we're doing the mash, baby. We're doing the monster mash. Helsing and Michi are back. Helsing, created by June Bloodheart, the Ultimate Vampire Slayer / Swordsman. We've had the character building from Helsing, but what we need is the championship reign of Helsing. Will that happen today? We'll have to wait and see. But once again, a returning, always good to see, always love to see, Michi Akahoshi, the one and only Ultimate Paranormal Investigator, created by Super High School level Sleep. And you know what? Y'all get your sleep in. Get your sleep in, it's important, especially nowadays. I'll tell you what, you better get up. You have to get up in the morning. To get up in the morning, you gotta sleep in the night. Get your sleep in, and don't not get your sleep in, unless you're like an insomniac, in which case, I'm so sorry. It couldn't be me. That would be dreadful. But you know what might not be dreadful? The return of 2 competitors teaming up. They've been through their ups and they've been through their downs. However, pyrotechnics are here. Created by Paimonphobix, the Ultimate Setter is back. Paimonphobia. And of course, the artwork there by Arrow, who we'll get to in literally just a second. Pi looking to show the world, this time tag team partner by his side, and that tag team partner is the one and only Arrow Ribbon Ogami, created by Ribbon A Shine, the Ultimate Sketch Artist / Silly Resistance Leader, which is maybe potentially, you know, falling apart day by day. However, there it is, the one and only. You love to see it. Arrow returns. But will Pyrotechnics Solo, and more importantly, will Pyrotechnics be able to walk through and get into a top 6 spot? Top 6 teams go on. Can they do it? Will they do it? We're about to find out very shortly, but we gotta keep on keeping on with these teams, including arts and crafts. We have Akira Sato making a grand return, created by King of Chaos. The Ultimate Daycare Worker is back. Ultimate Daycare Worker making a return. I'm excited to see one Akira Sato, but you think of daycare, you're thinking all the fun things that you do, the arts and the crafts, but I don't know if there's a better artist here today than the one and only Hana Yorokobi. And Hana, created by Bon or Tiger Fairy, is the ultimate illustrator and the twin of our current Agent of Chaos, former champion of all champions last season, Rion, who put on one heck of a show but now is embracing the chaos. His twin in the competition now, and Rion forced to stare down, knowing that they're on opposing sides, will not be working together today. How will that affect the psyche of Hana? How will that affect the psyche of our Agent of Chaos? I guess we're about to wait and see. It's gonna be a good one. I can already feel it in my bones. We got Sherlock and Watson. Because for every private detective like Izzy Noriko, created by Plain Zane, also Izzy, a part of a future story, protagonist, unsure of what that's gonna be yet, but keep your eyes out for Izzy in the future. Remember that name, Izzy Noriko. But as I was saying, for every private detective, they're gonna need their Watson, they're gonna need their assistant, and who better than the ultimate assistant in Midori Toga. Created by Marco as a total weeb, the ultimate assistant has made her way back. A part of Danganronpa, Endless Crimson, the artist there, passed out. And another team is on the horizon as the previous team looks to solve their way to the finale. This team looks to craft their way to the finale, making exquisite dolls, plushes, and the like, starting with Kitamura Hachiro. Once again, an all-timer, an all-star, the one and only, created by Happy Jim, the ultimate doll maker, is back. And while we have dolls on one side, newcomer Ray Cassidy shows stuffed toy maker as well, creating dolls in her own right, created by Opening It All. Ray joins the fray, and with dolls on one side and stuffed toys on the other side, dolls on every side, it's justice for dolls. But as we go forth once again, we got more teams to get through. Not too many more teams, actually. We're almost through as we start to rock on. We had some music going earlier with all those musical towns, but then we have to rock on here. But it just ain't only rock music. We also got rocks because Lin Fu is back. Created by Corey Goss, the ultimate geologist, has made a return. But maybe we're singing a rock song about rocks, and who better to play that song? Who better to DJ this event than Roma Zorea, created by Nakorn, the ultimate DJ and the ultimate, I don't know, well, once again, in conversation, may need to be the ultimate OC tag team competitor. Will that also play into effect today is the real question. We'll find out shortly. But out from the rocks and into the forest, the Sherwood Forest. A forest well known to a certain Robin Hood. One that Legault Simmons is very fond of. Created by Theo Vellum, the ultimate thief, is back. And we all remember Legault had a heist of a century of his own in a free-for-all. Will Legault make his way forward with tag team partner? May not be a fan of Robin Hood, but is a very good fan of going outside camping. Would love to be in those woods, would love to be in that forest. Created by Falsey, the ultimate, unknown, but we do know the name, and it is Tsushiki Horiyama. Tsuchiki Legault. 2 competitors, 1 goal. Danganronpa Hunger Games OC Tag Team titles. We'll see it. We'll see it soon. That being said, we must go on, and we meet up with Middle Mist, one of the rarest flowers in existence. Now, representing this team, specifically starting with Sora Kazetama. And Sora making a grand return from many moons ago. Sora is back, created by XSP. Likes turtle. Yep. That's what it said, and that's what we stick with it. If that ain't a rare being, I don't know what is. But who better to cultivate and even find this rarest flower than a Miss Iris Rose, created by Emma Z, the ultimate florist, has also made a return. And from Middle Mist, we head over to the Bloodhounds. Scary E is back, created by Malo, the ultimate killer investigator, is here. Has to deal with a whole lot of blood. Doesn't like researching bodies, but he's got a job to do, and he's sure good at it. But also here, to bring the Hound to this Bloodhounds team, is Felix. Created by Felix, they are the ultimate animal enchanter. So feel enchanted as Scary E and Felix try to make their way, solve their way, animal their way to the finale to try and get to those top 6. But we must go on, because next we have designer jerseys. 2 newcomers together this time around, starting off Shimako Nonjuneda. And Shimako, created by Chocolate, is the ultimate fashionista / Gaiaru, which is... I probably should look that up. Hold on. Yeah, it's a fashion subculture. I knew it was something to do with fashion, but I could not give you a perfect definition. So I googled it. But none of y'all have any proof that I googled it. It's on a separate screen. But we do love the design there of Shimako. If you had to let me guess, I would have been like, oh yeah, look at that, the fashion. You know the fashion's going on there. And I love to see a Shimako, however, is teaming up with an athlete. In fact, it's the ultimate athlete, created by Shami. It is Midori, and we got a second Midori in here. Mantisu. A Midori versus Midori battle is about to go down. But this Midori, once again, is the ultimate athlete. Will the ultimate assistant be able to keep up? As we saw earlier. I guess we'll see. And of course, the last team before our Agents of Chaos and Champions, it is Learn to Fly. And created by Moonlight is the ultimate aviator, Armin Gunther Frederick Ziono. Learn to fly, baby, and the Navy's here too. And of course, going from Agents of Chaos to Tag Team Champions, and vice versa for these next 2 teams, it is, if you want it all, lay it on the line. It's the only life you got, so you gotta live it big time. Plush. Melody Ballet, created by Melody Mute, the ultimate assistant, is here. You can also check out Melody Mute's arts on Twitter. And that is one half of your new OC Tag Team Champions. Will they have to defend those titles? We'll find out very shortly. But with her is Rona. Rona also making a return, created by Tiff / Moonlight, the ultimate plush maker, is also here. We have ourselves a show ahead of us. As we briefly mentioned earlier, the other half of the twin siblings are also here in Rion. Still created by Bond, Tiger Fairy, the ultimate cartoonist, has arrived as an agent of chaos, and with Rion, it is Evelyn Whisper, created by the Nuzlocke, the ultimate axe thrower, is also back. And that's all she has. that's all she wrote. Those are all of our OCs. We have a pretty strong cast for tag team action. It's going to be hard to get in that top 6, and then the next time, it's going to be even harder to avoid getting locked out. I'm excited to see how this all lays forward first, but for right now, I guess we should just go ahead and do a little bit of a spin, huh? Live chat, first of all, how are you on this Thursday? And do you believe that today will be the day the chaos reigns? The wheel, actually let me open the wheel real quick, there we go, is now opened. It is dragged over for you to see. Let's see how it plays out. Chaos reigns. Order remains. One spin shows us the truth. And will those titles be on the line? It seems like no. It is not a title match, not today. That's all she said. That's all she wrote. Without further ado, I think we just gotta get the show on the road then. So, who do you got first, second, and third? I'll make mine real quick. Give me... I'll take Learn to Fly for first. Just because, you know, I gotta jinx myself. One must do such a thing. For second, I don't know, I'm gonna try and pick one of these new teams. What's my favorite new team? I like Break a Leg in terms of names. I like the idea of Middle Mist. I'll take Middle Mist. I'll take Middle Mist for second, and I'll take Justice for Dolls, like Justice for All. I'm gonna take Justice for Dolls for third. Those are my picks. Easy picks, live chat. I know you guys have made yours. You see your favorites, you see all these OCs, and you know who you think is gonna win. You know who you want to win, but we have to find out who is actually going to win. And there's only one way to do that. I don't know why I paused like that, because I'm not rolling anything. We can actually just start the episode. See, no dice, no Asnir. Although half the time when Asnir is supposed to be there and I do that, he's not there either. So I wouldn't I wouldn't blame you for being confused. However, that does mean this show is about to begin, and I just want to double check that nobody has any items, because sometimes some people sneak through when I'm scrolling through, and occasionally it'll like scroll through and it'll be like, oh, you have an item now. Not the case, which means this match begins right now. Hit it. Round 1 begins, and you know what it is. It's the Horn Bearers, and they're doing what they do best. Sound them. Thank you, Horn Bearers. You're doing your part. You sure are smart. Kara finds a massive stack of apples, and apple a day keeps the doctor away. I'm not sure if your creator would want that. Armin finds Thursdavy's left shoe. You shouldn't show that to the AV that you're participating with. Felix just declares that they're entering the Retribution Rumble, which you can't do. Pai knocks Lin Fu on a fist fight and puts a death claw on them. Midori has a horrible feeling in his gut. Abigail kills a Melody in front of Rona. There's nothing Rona can do. That's one half of the tag champs already gone. That being said, if the tag titles were on the line, we'd be freaking out. But we're not yet. Romaz finds a bike, and you know what? He hits the bike theme. Good on you. Of course, DJ would play one of the bumpinest songs. As David Gunther ambushes Midori and slaughters him, Romaz challenges Scary E to a duel, and Romaz bites the dust. Well, I mean, his bike is gone, so that's unfortunate. Jason tripped and fell in a bush and found a yeet ball. It's time to get yeeting, my friends. Avi spots them shining in the distance. Rion steals Jason's yeet ball. Skyland starts sobbing uncontrollably. Hana steals Rion's yeet ball. The twins, they're already at it, and it's only round 1. Akira finds a boombox, presses play, some sick beats are about to be blaring. Midori steals Hana's yeet ball. Cherry puts the death claw on Izzy while she's asleep. Helsing moves around uselessly. Margaret seems unshaken by any of this. Lin Fu has a strong sense of justice and turns face Shimako. Won't die like the others. Rona sits there with a blank stare. Kiku is looking for an easy out. Michi wishes rather she could go home. Arrow tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Evelyn is tired rather of others and turns heel. And that's one half of the tag team Agents of Chaos. The Archons see great potential rather, and Pearl Saint and grant her a Geo Vision. Iris is ready to give it her all in this game and best every other creation. Yazid steals Midori's Jeep Ball, runs off with it. Hiriko accepts the shadow as Hiriko and gains the power of Persona. Legault has found a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. For some reason my brain was saying, it's a bike, please play it again. That's not the case, brain, I'm sorry. Tsuchiki gets cocky and dodges from a stupid mistake. Izzy finds a belt to Pokeball. Sora finds a skateboard, time to do some sick moves. Ray finds a table, hopefully nobody goes through it. That's 2 tables, be afraid, be very afraid. Ringo has found a Komodo. No, 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 no! No, you put that back! You put that back where you put that thing back where it came from, or so help me! So help me! So help me! Ah, here it goes! Start the episode! Kinemura does his best to avoid Ray Cassidy. Ladies and gentlemen, that's definitely our intro, and this is definitely our first Clair de Lune 4. Melody Midori. Romance Tsuchiki. And so we must actually continue. We cannot wait. One of my principal in high school had like a little speech. It was a dumb speech, but he had really like great enunciation on the line, "We cannot wait," and that has stuck with me to this very day. So you know what? Maybe it was a pretty good speech. Let's continue. 34 remain as this game goes on. Remember, the top 6 teams are what we're looking for as we go forward. Ray sets up that table for grabbing Skyland in a headlock. Ray then RKO Skyland right through the table as Felix finds some moon shoes. Moon shoes. We're not liable for any broken ankles, my guy. Ringo walks into a very strange machine, pushes a button. Her molecules get all rearranged. She now has ghost powers. Phantom. Iris draws a demon in summon circle on the ground, you know, for fun. Helsing steals Yazid's Yeet Ball, runs off with it, then Cherry steals that Yeet Ball, runs off with it. Lin Fu fights for honor, truth, and justice. Lin Fu becomes Super Lin Fu. Dun, 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 dun. Hana does something really cute. Kara finds a rat in a cave, feeds it some fruit. More rats show up because of this, so Kara feeds all of them. Kara now has an army of rats. Who would have thunk? Arrow wonders if they should build a machine that makes Yakiniku. Abigail can't wait to kill again. Goodness gracious. Margaret tries to go by, but Pi retaliates and kills her instead. Jason finds some leather scraps, just enough to patch together some rudimentary clothing, and looks rather caveman-like. Pearl uses the power of Geo, summons a massive rock in the sky, dropping it to the ground, killing Kinemura and Shimako. Rest in peace. Akira cycles through songs to dance to. Not aliens, no Omnitrixes. The Archons rather see Grippichil and Scary E grant him a Pyro Vision. Michi wasn't looking and fell right off of a cliff. Fare thee well! Rion creates remarkable plushies of Legault without his permission. Legault is so mad, but before he has a chance to react, the plushies sell like hotcakes. They're both rich. AV picks for needing clawing in various places. That's thunder. Just like this marker. I just picked it up. It looks neat and cool. Rona declares that they're entering the Retribution Rumble, which they are. Midori finds a sack of apples, and Apple a Day keeps the doctor away. Yazid knocks out Arrow in a fistfight, death cards on them. Legault finds all of this below his concern. Armin is thinking of plans to get out of here. Maybe build a plane, my guy. Kiku finds a plank of wood. Wait, no, that's a seesaw. Evelyn brings Rion in for a hug. Tag team partner and all, and whispers in his ear, "You mean nothing to me." Evelyn then slams Rion to the ground and walks off alone. Inside this pit of danger. Boom, no, 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 no. Sora finds my climate change remote. What mayhem will they unleash upon the tributes? Izzy tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Moltres. Moltres uses Fire Blast, burning Ray and Armin alive. Oh my. Oh goodness gracious. Pi finds a waffle. Really. And Hiriko is ready for target practice. Luckily, she finds a slingshot laying about. Time to make every single pebble count as David and Cherry manage to sneak attack Felix, slaughtering him as they attack from both sides. We are down to 26, just larger than a standard sized game as we hit a Clair de Lune 4. Skyland 8. Margaret. Kinemura. Shimako. Michi. Ray. Armin. Felix. Well, this is just everyone's first appearance. Remember. Well, I'll be. It is. As also, maybe I should wait to finish this up. I can't actually save this, so you know what? We're gonna press through. Indeed we will. Shall we? Next round. Let's go ahead and do it. As round 2 begins, Iris calls down Arcane Fury, brimming deep in her veins. Out comes an ancient scepter. Rona uses a mysterious gas, to knock out Jason and Kiku, putting death collars on both of them. David accepts the shadow as David gains the power of Persona. Oh, Evelyn just found a dimensional size. Those are supposed to be collected at the end of Season 4. A well-placed shot by Hiroko. With her slingshot, hits Hellsing in the head with disorienting force. Hellsing's now dazed. Scary sets Legault's table on fire. Scary then slams Legault through the flaming table. He can't steal no more. The Archon Sea Gripshell and AV grant him an electro-vision. Buzz, buzz, zap, zap, zap. Jason was wearing leather scraps inside a behold. Pearl summons stones around Sora's feet. Sora is now trapped. A vicious tiger charges Ringo, apparently collecting all of the animals, rises into the arena, shaking its paw. Pi throws a waffle at Abigail like a shuriken, kills her. Kiku, except her shadow is Kiku, gains the power of Persona. Akira and Hana breakdance together. Well, cool. I would think that the breakdancers would have done that, but you know, it's fine. Cherry Berry runs the ball back to the cornucopia for a big touchdown. Scary. E sees Sora caught in a trap. Instead of freeing her, Scary then sets the trap and Sora on fire. I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to win. Midori crunches, not crushes. Imagine you just take an apple, you're like, bruh! She crunches a red Macintosh apple. It's pretty mid, and I have to agree with that. Arrow tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds! Good job, Arrow! It's gonna get yeeted, stolen. Hana wonders about the future. Kara forgets to feed his rats, so they turn on him and kill him. You know, you don't see that one too often. You gotta do better, Kara. Linfu steals Arrow's tank while they sleep. Hiriko gathers ammo for her slingshot. Arrow tries to kill Rion, but Rion pays them off. Arrow leaves, counting the number of green slips in their hand. Money. Izzy tosses out a Pokeball. Out comes Articuno. Articuno uses Ice Beam, freezing Yazid. Solid. Rest in peace. But that brings us down to 9 plus 10. 21 remain. After this, Clair de Lune 4. Legault, Abigail, Sora, Kara, Yazid. You love to see it. However, you know what else you love to see? We need 11 more people gone until your saving grace picks, but we might need even more to get down to your top 6 teams. Oh, I got a massage. I'll respond to that after this game is over, because this game is about to heat up. I believe, because we got that tank in play, I think Linfu is about to pop off, and I'm about to say she's about to pop off in 3, 2, 1. Check that pop off. That's not the pop off that I expected, but there are some poppings of offings that are happening. Romaz is dead. Rona just wants it to end already. Iris has polished her ancient scepter, making the Magic Orb shine. Scary sets the Force to blaze, catching Iris, Ringo, and Rona in the flames. Pi plans a party for all the loyal members of his harem. Where? Akira starts their boombox. David, Midori, and Kiku gather around it. However, Akira has rigged the boombox to actually go boom! Unfortunately, they blow up. Chariot finds a bike. Cue the bike theme. Will it actually play the whole time this time? We'll see. Izzy gets ready to toss a Pokeball, but out comes Akira and Jason, but they revealed themselves to be members of Team Rocket. They take those Pokemon and knock out poor Izzy. Hiriko. Akira, you've been in so many events. Already 3? Almost 3 in a row. Hiriko summons a Persona, uses Frey. Nuclear Blast leaves burns on Akira's arms. Arrow finds a dapper suit and puts on. It's quite fetching. Hellsing puts a death collar on Pearl while she's sleeping. AV shakes Jason's hand, but it was a prank. With the Electro Vision, shocks Jason. Rion uses their wealth to create marketable plushies of Akira without their permission. Akira's so mad, but before they have a chance to react, the plushie stock catches fire. Well, I mean, there was a big old forest fire, right? Yeah, unfortunate. He loses all of his money and dies. He loses all of his money and dies. Darker just rolls around Kiku's body, reanimating their corpse. Evelyn just found a fishing rod, she can catch all the fish. Linfu drives around the arena in her cool tank. Hana found a Yeet Ball. Pearl summons a shield protecting him from Rion's attack. Pearl caused the ground beneath Rion to shake, cave in, and bury him alive. And Jason kind of wanders off and gets lost, never be seen again. Jason Doobie-Doo, where are you? You hate to see it, but that does bring us down to 13. 3 more into your saving grace picks. A bunch of teams are completely out, but I guess we'll save them to your saving grace picks after this Claire de Lune 4. Iris, Ringo, Rona, David, Midori, Kiku, Rion, Jason. 13 left. We're gonna check it probably next round because I hazard a guess that we're gonna lose at least 3 people next round based on the items that we still have. So let's see if it happens. Maybe it won't. We've seen like 2 people perish this late in the game before, so maybe it'll happen again this game. No, we're going to make it. We are about to make it. Pearl feels defeated after losing their teammate. They feel lonely. Pearl Saint has let him in. Evelyn finds a slingshot. How quaint. Doctor just rolls around in Kara's body. Kara's now back as a ghost, a spooky ghost. Hana runs her U-ball back to the cornucopia for a big touchdown, touchdown. Lin and Evelyn, the 2 mightiest competitors, do battle in the arena. Though Evelyn has used underhanded tricks, the heart of Lin Fu never gave up. Lin Fu was able to conquer the monster heel. Akira and Pearl surround... they surround Avi in the middle of a pond, but with the power of Electro, buzz zap zap, electrocutes them both. Arrow sneaks up on Izzy, but Izzy's known that she's been followed for ages now, able to counterattack and take out Arrow. Pi thinks about Arrow and sobs quietly as... Oh, that's real sad. It happened immediately, too. Cherry attacks. Hiriko from behind kills her. Helsing comes back to his senses. Kiku misses me after dinner. Scary sets down a trap, and Rion is still desiccating. We are down to now your final 8, which means we're going to get your save and grace picks. We're going to see who's left in this one, chat, after this. Final Claire de Lune 4. Evelyn, Akira, Pearl, Arrow, Hiriko. Well, I think we should do this together, shouldn't we? It's your final 8. Remember, your top 6 teams will make it. And there are some ghostly shenanigans that could transpire. But I'll let you make some new picks anyway. In fact, it is actually time for your saving grace picks. Surprisingly enough, I have a pin as we go along. So many teams are out, but Sherlock and Watson still remain. Let me actually write these teams down too. Izzy remains from them. The Monster Mash. We'll do the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard bash. Smash? Rash? It's not a rash, I promise. Helsing remains for that team as we scroll down. Lin Fu has a collar, has a tank, has killed, and is alive. Well, good for you, Lin Fu. Rock on. Looks to rock on. Good for them. Learn to fly. Avi. I'm shocked. I gotta say, I'm shocked that we're still in. I picked them for first. I'm gonna pick them for first again. We have Dance Dance of Flames. For Kiku, who has become an all-star in her own right, held, I think, the first ever OC, and only OC to hold the Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions title. Cherry Berry for, I don't want to say it, but they did make it this far, so I must say, Dottore. Cherry Berry holding on hope. Actually, Cuckoo is a ghost, so they're technically not in, but via possession, we could see some shenanigans. Musical Fight still has, nobody. They're both dead. I'm sorry. Pyrotechnics, however, still remain, with Pi holding on to hope, has to survive just a little bit longer. Scary E also remains for the Bloodhounds. How's it gonna play out? I'm not sure. Arts and Crafts is, I guess, the last team technically that's still in, with Hana outlasting her twin. But we also have Lead the Congregation, which could see Kara possess somebody. So make your picks first, second, third. I'll make mine as well. 8 competitors, 8 teams, no teams completely in. Remember, the top 6 will be going on. I'm gonna pick Learn to Fly. I'll pick Hihidatori, and I'll also pick Arts and Crafts as my top 3. But that's just mine. 8 teams, 8 competitors, a couple ghosts, and 1 heartbeat. In sync with that of, or I guess in sync with one of, that of, look, it's time for that middle, the song that I play, right? That's Samurai Woman. You already know what it is. And if you didn't, it's Samurai Woman. Stay hydrated. It is hot this summer. I'm staying hydrated as well as we continue onward to the next round, which could see the end of things because I believe there is still a tank in play which could take us from 8 to, I think, the end. Oh my gosh! Not quite. But boy, did it take us close. Lin finally uses that explosive and Pi survives it. You know who doesn't? Helsing, Scary E, Hana, Izzy, Cherry, and Evie. At this juncture in time, I believe our top 6 are Arts and Crafts, Pyrotechnics, Hihidatori, Learn to Fly, clearly Rock On. 1, 2, 3. I think Sherlock and Watson. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. And we just got rid of Bloodhound. We'll get to it eventually. That being said, we're down to your final 2. We're admittedly down to your final 2, which is wild. But we are here, so let's talk about it. After this wild, terrible turnabout for Helsing, Scary E, Hana, Izzy, Cherry, Avie. Pyrotechnics. I just want to get like a read on this. We have the Pyrotechnics. We still have Rock On. Learn to Fly would be 3rd, technically. I don't even want to say Hihidatori. 5th is Sherlock and Watson. And technically 6th would be Arts and Crafts. Oh, yeah, that's what I said. I just can't count. Those would be our top 6 outside of revivals, which could still happen, but for right now, I just have to ask you between the Pyrotechnics and between Rock On, just who will it be? Pi for Arrow, Lin Fu for Romaz. Lin Fu has done it before! Can Lin Fu do it again, this time with Romaz? And keep in mind, Romaz is a multi-time tag team champion. Could that team really be a mesh? Could they have been the perfect combination? Or will Pyrotechnics finally solo? Will Pi for Arrow come through at the end of this juncture, at the end of this game? Who will stand tall for the OCs? Will it be Lin Fu for Romaz? Rock On. Will it be Pi for Arrow? Pyrotechnics. Pi, Lin Fu. Possessions? Shenanigans? We see as we click next round. Does it all end? It does! Oh my gosh! I have to walk through this with you guys because it was neither. Kiku in the very last round. And this does some shenanigans to our bracket. Possesses the champion. Melody. A gust of Pi uses a gust of wind to knock Lin Fu off of a cliff. Pi thinks that he is one. Pi thinks that he is one, however, a possessed Melody lays the title belt on the ground as a celebrating Pi is still celebrating, turns him around, and drives his head into the metal. In what is one of the wildest victories that I've seen in a minute. Because the champion wins, and if this were Chaos reigning, we would have to turn off the new champ alert. Because after this final terrible turnabout for Kiku, Lin, Pi, my gosh. Well, alright, they've been out for a hot minute, but technically, your winners are the tag team champions. As we said before, you know what, and maybe in contradiction to what we said before, we said it's the only life you've got, so you've got to live it big time. However, in the case of Big Time Plush, they were possessed and technically given another chance at life, thanks to Kiku Sarah and Dance Dance of the Flames. Let me tell you what that's done to the bracket. Two teams who were not in the top 6 became first and second because of that possession victory, which is wild. Very wild. So, first and foremost, we start off with the top technically. Well, I guess we can bring up the bracket technically. First and second now become Big Time Plush and Dance. Well, I guess they technically are tied for first, but they take the first 2 spots on the bracket. Big Time Plush and Dance Dance. We're falling apart to halftime. Let me just real quick pop this up. So Dance Dance of the Flames rather, not of the Flames. And Big Time Plush, your champions. They take the first and second spot. Pi, who would have won this game outside of possession rules, takes third for the pyrotechnics. As we go onward, the original second would have been Lin Fu for Roma's Rock On, but instead they will now take fourth, which means 5th and 6th now become Learn to Fly and Hee de Torre, which means the original unfortunate 5th and 6th, which were Sherlock and Watson and Arts and Crafts, just missed out because of the possession W. That's why we never say it's over until it's over. All of a sudden, the champions are here and they claim the victory, which I think is wild. Lin Fu, 7 KOs. Scary E has 6. Izzy has 4. Akira with 3. Pi with 3. Pearl with 3. Avi with 2. David with 2, Cherry with 2, everyone else with 1 or less. What a show. What a game. And you know what? I'm here for every last second of it. It was fantastic, and that is our first episode of Tag Team Action. All these teams will be back for a second time in a couple of weeks. So keep that in mind. They have to try to beat out these top 6, because if these top 6 make it into the top 6 again, that spot becomes locked out. Lockout rules. They're terrifying. They're spooky. And they are downright, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the next episode, especially if it's like this episode, which ended wild and crazy. It's gonna be a good time. So make sure you hit that like and that subscribe if you have not. I will be back tomorrow. It'll be a Friday V time tomorrow too, which will be awesome. We'll be back with more Danganronpa Hunger Games, and don't forget, this Friday is also Friday Night Fracture. I believe there's a poll on the US Aviator homepage for what that main event will be, so go ahead and vote for that. Get your voices heard, and I'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.